Just hours after Donald Trump tried to use an 18th century law to deport 5 Venezuelans, a federal judge halted Trump's order. Now, the White House yesterday invoked what is called the Alien Enemies Act to deport suspected members of a Venezuelan gang. The act hasn't been used since World War II, when it was used as a legal basis to intern people of Japanese, German, and Italian descent. The judge noted Venezuela is not at war with the United States, and he ordered the planes deporting Venezuelans to immediately return to America because they were already in the air. I have been checking. We don't know if the planes turned around.
Yeah, we don't know if that happened, and I think that's an important aspect.
No, idiots. They didn't turn the planes around. We are in a war with deadly, violent, alien gang members. It's about time that somebody did something about it. Go, Trump, go. Hello, friend, and welcome to The Conservative Poet. My name is Amania. Here on the channel, we do political reactions, we do a little commentary, some parody to drive home the crazies that we're seeing in the society. If that is something that is interesting to you, then please stick around. And don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. During the campaign season, President Trump mentioned this Alien Enemies Act many times, but I never knew exactly what this was. Again, public schools, they don't really teach us these things. And so, but now it has come to the full front and everybody has it on their minds and tongues right now. This act of 1798, I believe it was. 1798, yes. So President Trump has decided that it is wartime, that we are indeed in wartime, and he is enacting this act so that he can remove criminal aliens from the American atmosphere. And so a lot of people are having problems with this because this has not been acted. Nobody has put this to work for a very, very long time. And it's actually only been used about 3 times during actual physical war. Well, friends, I would have to say that we are in an actual war at this point. We are being invaded left, right, and center by criminal aliens. And I, for one, am glad that President Trump is exercising some laws that we have on the books to deal with this situation. Friends, what we're talking about here, we're not talking about people coming here to get a better life, people who are obeying our laws. We're talking about violent gang criminals. This is what we're talking about. And of course, any country would want them removed from their communities, from their country, from their house. But it seems that some Democrats would prefer to leave these criminals right here in the bosom of Americans. They would prefer to leave them in our communities, but they will be protected by their gated communities, their gated walls, their gated fences, where the criminal aliens can't get to them, but they can get to you because they put them in your communities. They are running rampant and committing crimes in your community. So Jasmine Crochett had something to say about this, and so did the hens on The View. Let's take a look.
And you just got to keep your eyes open, y'all. Because if they can just come up and take somebody because they've made a decision that you're supposed to be that person, any one of us could find ourselves being deported to some country.
Don't give them any ideas,
there.
girl.
Well, listen, it is very clear to me that if we don't continue to say, listen, I understand you want to clean out all the bad stuff. I get it. But why do you now have access to my personal information? I get what the things you're trying to do. I don't understand why you're taking my stuff, not my personally, but each and every one of you.
And your constitutional
And
right
your
to free speech.
constitutional rights of free speech, which, you know, everybody's.
Whoopi Goldberg, are you not an American citizen? Are you a criminal? Because these are the people that they are looking to deport right now. These are the people that they're looking to remove from this country, are criminal aliens, gang members who are raping, murdering, robbing, killing people in this country. They're not looking for you. They're not looking for law-abiding citizens. They're looking for criminals. And shame on you to frame it in such a manner that anybody can be removed for any given thing. This is why you all don't have any kind of viewership anymore, because all you do is spew nonsense and you spew fear on the American people. Again, they're looking to remove criminal aliens, not Americans.
To deport undocumented Venezuelans that the administration say are dangerous individuals with ties to the gang Tren Aragua. That gang is obviously associated with a lot of crime, human trafficking, drug dealing, theft, shootings, including in your state of Texas, right outside of your congressional district. Do you agree with this? And if not, what's your issue with the U.S. using any tool at its disposal to remove undocumented violent people from this country?
Well, my argument is that we already have tools that are available to remove undocumented violent people from our country. And so the idea that you want to go into a zombie law, this is kind of like what we saw in Arizona when they decided to revive a zombie law around abortion. It is the fact that we can't trust this administration to actually use a scalpel, but instead they love to use a butcher knife on things. And so giving them this wide latitude to just kind of go across and just claim that anybody is anything is wrong. And so we do have courts, we do have processes, we do have laws, and we should just go ahead and use those. There's a reason that nobody else has decided to go back into Adam's times in order to try to find ways to make sure that we can keep our country safe.
I really love the way Jake Tapper sets up this question. He poses to this congresswoman that her community are seeing these violent criminals. She's right there in Texas. And so her constituents are having to deal with these kinds of criminals, death, murders, all of these things. But she goes into this rant about zombie laws. This is a lawyer who should be able to put any law to work for the community, right? President Trump is working to pull out everything that he can to make this country better. But she wants to make jokes and she wants to belittle his efforts in reference to trying to make America better and trying to protect Americans from these criminals. And so, if you didn't know, she has a Congress defender, somebody who is running against her to unseat her. His name is Sheldon Daniels, and he had something to say in reference to her response. And he says, I told y'all, and he sent the tweet directly at Rap Jasmine. I told y'all at Rap Jasmine, voted against deporting violent criminals who broke into our country. Now, she's struggling to defend it without sounding completely out of touch. Her new PSYOP term, zombie law, as if laws don't matter just because they are old. And the most pathetic part, she is a lawyer holding these views. No wonder she's afraid to debate me on policy. Well, Sheldon, good luck to you, friend, to take down this machine, to take down this hatchet, crack it. I know you're going to need a lot of help. So, friends, go find out how you can help Sheldon in this race so he can remove this imbecile from the Congress. Thank you, everyone who has been supporting the conservative poet. I owe you a debt of gratitude. And if you haven't supported the channel, you can do so now. We have new merch that you can purchase, candles, mugs, all kinds of great merch. Please visit theorlandopatriot.com and get yourself 30% off. Thank you so much. The President of the United States, Donald J. Trump, is using every tool available to him to protect the people of this country. Here is what Tom Homan, the border czar, had to say in reference to the illegal criminals being sent off via plane to El Salvador.
You're going to run out of money. It doesn't look like you're getting support from the Democrats on this. You're going against the judges now. What's next?
Another flight. Another flight every day. The teams are going to be out there every day. Every day, the men and women of ICE are going to be in the neighborhoods of this nation arresting criminal, illegal alien, public safety threats, and national security threats. Lawrence, you're not going to stop us. We made a promise to the American people. The President Trump has made a promise to American people. We're going to make this country safe again. I wake up every morning loving my job because I work for the greatest president in the history of my life, and we're going to make this country safe again. I'm proud to be a part of this administration. We're not stopping. I don't care what the judges think. I don't care what the left thinks. We're coming.
I think as Americans, we deserve a president who puts us first. As a country, a president who puts us first, and soldiers like Tom Homan to be out here and making sure that we, the people, that what we voted for is being accomplished. Because what I'm going to show you next is a video of these criminal aliens that was landed in El Salvador, just so you can have a good visual of exactly what we're talking about here. This is the kind of people that we're talking about.
Te juro por Dios que no comen un arroz y vamos a ver cuánto tiempo duran. Y no estamos jugando. Y esto va para todos los pandilleros y todos los mareros de todas las denominaciones, como ustedes se quieran llamar. Paren de matar ya. Ahorita, en este momento, no mañana, ya. Por ahí andan rumores que quieren empezarse a vengar de la gente honrada, al azar. Hagan eso y no va a haber un tiempo de comida en las cárceles. Las pandillas que tenían aterrorizada a nuestra población ahora están huyendo. Se esconden como ratas, y cuando digo como ratas no es por ofender a las ratas, sino que literalmente se esconden en hoyos, en la tierra. Nunca dijeron nada con los cientos de miles de personas que lloraban a sus familiares. Nunca dijeron nada cuando éramos el país más violento del mundo. Ahí aplaudían. Ahí venía el secretario general de la OEA a darle la mano a los pandilleros. Y ahí están las fotografías, ahí están los videos. Ahí aplaudían al gobierno por el histórico proceso. Pero ahora nos condenan porque no le damos pollo. Y no me importa lo que digan los organismos internacionales, que vengan a proteger a nuestra gente, que vengan a llevarse a sus pandilleros.
That was the president of El Salvador explaining a few things about the criminals. And you don't have to speak Spanish to understand exactly what was being portrayed in that video. Violent criminals who are being dealt with. And so this is what we need. We need to be able to remove these people and send them to a place where they can be dealt with. And so for me, I find that this is something great. We're going to continue with another video that the president of El Salvador put out in reference to what he's got going on in his prisons, and also the landing of those criminals into El Salvador, and a tweet that he put out that has everybody chuckling.
Liceo Sortomala.
Easy! Oopsies! Too late. These are the kinds of criminals and people that Jasmine Crochett wants roaming the streets in Texas. These are the same kinds of criminals that Maxwell Alejandro Frost want roaming the streets right here in our own community in District 10. These are the kinds of people that Kamala Harris and Joe Biden were saying, come on down. You know, these are the people. And so President Trump wants to remove these kinds of threats from the American atmosphere. This is what he's doing. I don't know about you, friend, but I feel safer knowing that these kinds of people, these criminals, have been removed from this country. Because again, people who lost their lives like Laken Riley, like so many others who has been tortured by the hands of these criminals. Look at these people. No. President Donald Trump is going to use whatever means necessary to remove this threat. And this president of El Salvador, I'm telling you, he is definitely something else, because look at how he runs his prison. This is exactly what needs to be done. We need to be doing this in American prisons, right? For these kinds of criminals, they need to see what this looks like so that they don't commit crimes. Criminals, you're looking at this, you see this is a warning. Don't do the crime if you don't want to do the time, right? Don't do the crime if you don't want to do the time in an El Salvador prison. I'm just saying. Friends, that's going to be it for this conversation. Thank you so much for taking the time and going through this journey with me. I'm so happy that you did. Hopefully you learned something. So thank you again. Don't forget to like, share, and comment so we can talk about it in the comment section, and share it with a friend if you will find value in it, if you think they will find value in it. I do appreciate that, and that helps me with the algorithm. And also, don't forget to check out the OrlandoPatriot.com, where you can pick up our new merch, t-shirts, mugs, candles, and so on. Really do appreciate your help. And those who have been purchasing, I'm so grateful. Thank you very, very much. It really helps me out here on the channel to continue to be able to do what I do here. So thank you very much. God bless you and keep you. And I will see you in another video.